everyone, so in this video we're going to be turning an old computer power supply or ATX power supply into a lab-edge power supply. So let me tell you how we're going to do that. First, you see these wires. I don't want them coming out of here, so I'm going to put them inside. First, you see this these holes in here. We're going to cut out a bigger hole here, and we're gonna attach a piece of plastic here from the inside, and then we're gonna push these wires back inside, and we're gonna solder them into there. By the way, if you want to know, these two wires have 12 volts. These two wires have to be shorted to make voltage, and from this wire to this wire there's 5 volts, and from this wire to this wire there is 3.3 volts. So now let's get started. Just gonna remove this case. It's called an ATX case. It's a case basically. Ooh. Okay, the power supply is open. As you can see, you just gotta bend this back. Then hopefully really freaking carefully. Oh, I forgot that the wires are attached to that thingy, so we're just gonna snip them off. Then now we can just pull it off. Okay, here we go. Here is the power supply. Here is the power supply fin. This is a capacitor, I think. A power transistor, a capacitor, a transformer again. There's some resistors, some capacitors, and some smoothing things, some chips, voltage regulators, probably 3M17 regulators, a diode bridge, and a few other parts. Okay, so now we only need this part, and now we're gonna have to cut out this part here. I'm gonna cut this case with this saw. Okay, so after I made the holes in here and screwed this on, I made some holes in this plastic, and now I'm putting in these old Soviet connectors from old demonstrational equipment. And they're really good. You can clamp on wires or use... These are basically banana plugs, by the way, if you didn't know. So I'm gonna make the holes bigger using a soldering iron. I'm gonna push through these banana things. They're so tiny, it's hard to see through, but we got DI4 connectors, as you can see. Now we're gonna look inside. But by the way, I also had a switch and a USB to charge my phone like this. So yeah, here's the switch, here's the USB, here are the double 3.3 volts. I'm gonna apply this USB connector. I mean, USB, I don't use it. It looks more, but this has USB. The world's strongest charger for your phone. The strongest USB adapter. The size of your freaking head, bro. Okay, now we're gonna put these together. And now we're gonna take your power supply back. These are all the wires. I remove all these wires. These are all the wires you'll need. So these are the 60 amp power supply. Then the black one, the green one, turn it on when you turn it together. So that's gonna go with the switch. Then from black to white wire we have 3.3 volts, and from white to this wire we have 5 volts. Now this is 3.3 volts. Sorry, this is to the volts. This is 3.3 volts. And 5 volts. Do these we might now solder it up. Here we go, the 12 volts goes here, the 3.3 volts goes here, and the 5 volts to the USB, and here are the wires to the switch. Now we're gonna put this back in there and screw all the screws. Okay, so I've put the power supply back together, and here are the functions: a switch, a USB, and then 12 volts here and 3.3 volts here. So you turn on like this, and it starts working. Then you get a multimeter. I'm going to get a multimeter, and I'm going to show you how that works. Sorry. See that? 12 volts. And this is gonna be 3.3 volts. See that? 3.3 volts. And this should be 5 volts. Here we go. Now got my ring light. I'm gonna plug it into the USB and I'm gonna see if it actually works. Okay. I mean, it does work. Mode. It doesn't work, unfortunately, for some reason. Okay, so there we go. It works. The USB, I'm not certain if it works actually. I think it's just too low current, honestly, for it to work. I guess. But I'll see you next time. Bye.